Most DLS players wonder why they concede so many goals in live matches, even when they have the best goalkeeper. But honestly, most of the time, the problem isn't your goalkeeper. It's the defending mistakes you keep making. In this video, I'll show you some of the biggest defending mistakes DLS players make, from the proper way to rush your goalkeeper to the right way to park the bus, and even what to do with your defenders during an opponent's attack. So if you're tired of giving away easy goals in DLS live matches, pay attention. First of all, how effective is rushing out your goalkeeper as a defensive tactic in live matches? A lot of players panic and instantly charge their goalkeeper toward the attacker. And yes, this works most times in career matches. But in live matches, that's a dangerous habit, because experienced players already know how to punish it. The moment your goalkeeper rushes out while the attacker is already in full control of the ball, all they need to do is move slightly sideways, and suddenly the entire goal is open. The only time rushing your goalkeeper works consistently in live matches is when the attacker hasn't fully controlled the ball yet, like during a loose ball or a through pass. But once the attacker settles the ball properly, rushing your keeper usually makes the chance even easier. Sometimes the best thing to do is trust your goalkeeper. He won't save everything, but he'll save far more than a reckless charge forward. Now, here's another thing most DLS players completely ignore. What qualities should a good defender actually have? But one of the most important things for a center back is height. Defenders don't just tackle. They also recover aerial balls from corners, crosses, and long passes. And height gives a massive advantage in situations like this. For example, between Van Dijk and Lisandro Martinez, who's more likely to win an aerial duel? Obviously Van Dijk. That's why short center backs can become a problem in DLS live matches. Your fullbacks can be shorter because they deal more with pace and wide play. But your center backs should be tall and physically strong. That's why players like Van Dijk, Saliba, and Gabriel are very reliable choices. Now let's talk about something players completely misunderstand. What's the right way to park the bus? A lot of players try to waste time by passing between their defenders and goalkeeper. And honestly, that's one of the easiest ways to gift your opponent a goal. One mistake, one bad touch, and everything collapses instantly. Instead, widen the passing network. Bring your midfielders and wingers into the possession play. Move the ball around calmly between defenders, midfielders, and wide players. This makes your possession much safer. And if things become risky, reset the play back to the goalkeeper and start again. Or if you see a chance to attack, especially when the ball gets to your winger, go forward. But since we're focusing on defending, just play it back to the goalkeeper and continue circulating until the game ends. Much safer, much smarter. Now this next mistake is probably one of the biggest reasons players concede easy goals. What should you actually do with your defenders during an attack? Most players panic and pull their center backs forward too early while the attack is still developing. The problem is, if that defender misses the tackle, your entire defense line is exposed instantly. Instead, use your midfielders to pressure first. While your midfield delays the attack, your defenders stay in shape and recover their positions properly. And when your tactics is set to defensive, you'll notice something important. Your midfielders and even wingers start dropping back automatically to help defend. This keeps your defense compact and much harder to break down. And lastly, why does your defense collapse late in matches? A lot of players defend well for most of the match, then suddenly fall apart near the end because their defenders are exhausted. Tired defenders react slower, turn slower, and lose more duels. So around the 65th minute and beyond, start refreshing your defense and midfield, especially the players doing most of the pressing. Fresh defenders can literally save matches in the final minutes. So if you want to concede less in DLS live matches, stop rushing your goalkeeper, use taller center backs, don't drag defenders out of position, and keep your defense fresh late in games. Do these properly, and you'll immediately become much harder to score against. It's Blister 307, and I'll see you in the next one.